Okay, second try. Everybody, welcome in. Sorry about that. I had to restart it. The menus were not showing up correctly. That's okay. Thank you. Hey there, welcome in. Sorry about the restart there. None of the menus were showing up correctly. So, hi everybody. Hey Logan. Thank you. I assume you mean these ones too, right? Hi Austin, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I came up and normally there's a menu down below the screen on my side, and it has to do with chat filters and stuff like that, and that did not show up. And and it wasn't worth it. And I didn't know if I'd pressed no, it's not made for kids, which seems to be the best setting. But I just got off the World Cup. I lost my game, but I did go for Morocco, not France, which is pretty silly. But I had to catch up in my pool, and now I've just gone further behind. So I don't know, Kelly. So this is petrified. It's a petrified mud of a type. So it's almost like a mookaite, mookaite, and they were calling it petrified bamboo. And whether it's truly petrified bamboo, I don't know. I like it as petrified carrots, and I need to do a quick cab on this one for somebody. And wow, they're cooking next door, and I just got a whiff of it at the barbecue. White buffalo, somebody asked about the other day, so just pulled it out. And I have a few pieces of green, green blue, other green that we might do. So that just came out of the bag to Mexico. Turquoise. It actually has some nice greens in it. So probably similar to La Verde, the La Verde that comes out of Mexico. No, we got it. Hey Harold, how are you? Yeah, we got greens. That's right, Logan, greens. And I should bring all the green out for you. That one we did. I have a small piece of lapis that I just want to shape up. I'm going to try my best to almost try and keep that triangular shape while rounding that edge out. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll give it a try. Maybe pulling this one in, or maybe even rolling it down. I don't know yet. We'll see what it wants to do. It does have a funky angle over here already, so that's got to go. So there's a few different things I need to do with that one. And shouldn't be too bad. And then I've got this chunk of number 8, supposedly not stabilized, but it is stabilized. I have obviously stabilized. No, I like the greens, Logan. I do. I really do. I actually like greens to blues. So I need to bring this bottom down just to flatten it out. And then I'm going to start to uncover this top and see what we've got to do with that one. That should be interesting. Hi everybody, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to, so last live, I don't know what the dickens happened, but one, the live cut out a little bit early. We were over on the ZAM. I just finished up with the ZAM on my phone. Otherwise, we may have hit 100,000, which is insane. So I don't know. I really don't know. It went to 95,000. It's not to brag. It's just to keep everybody updated on what's going on with the channel. It blows me and Freckle Cat away. I've had the most subscribers in a week this last week. And maybe it's because I did the boot camp. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what we're doing, and hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah. Oh, Veronica, thank you so much. Very kind of you. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And if I got time, I'm going to grind a little bit more down on this. It's really hard, you know, Larimar's hard. A lot harder than you would think. So it's just taking us a little while to get through it. And we'll see. Maybe we'll spend a few minutes on that, see if we can get through that completely. Otherwise, I'm turning it over, and I'm just going to dome off this side. Yeah, I wish I felt that way, Logan. I know we probably self-criticize a little too much, but... And I'm not one to do that too much, but... yeah, I see people... I see people doing less, and I see people doing more, so... What? Thank you, Veronica. That makes me feel better about the my prediction of the last game that just happened. But we got Norway, England tomorrow, and I'm going for England, for sure. I'll be happy for either team to finish and win, but I'm obviously going for England. So tomorrow should be really interesting. Thank you so much for the trophy, Veronica. That's so kind. I got a World Cup trophy. That's fantastic. So this came out of the same bag. This came originally from Dave Duncan. This was the eggshell number 8. This is not stabilized, but in that bag was this piece, which I think is a little bit more blue. And I mean, you can see by the glossiness that it is for sure stabilized. And we're going to work on that. So that hey, Stephen, how are you? We missed you in the last one, Stephen. I needed one more person to make it to 100,000, and you just didn't make it. And yeah, you could have been the 100,000th person in the last live. I think we're going to start with a lapis just to get going, and then we'll work on these other pieces. No, I'm not going to do that. I'd take that back. Lapis has some sulfur in it, and it also has pyrite. So that's going to be a little. Hey, Age, how you doing, sir? And yeah, it's Erling Haaland. That's pretty popular. He's got a whole fan base from Man City. But for his age, he's doing amazing and may catch up to some of the greats. I think we're going to start with the carrots. They're not gold carrots, unfortunately. And they're not diamond carrots, but they're carrots. So yeah, I got this from, what is it called? The Southeast Federation, or the Southeast German Mineral Society Federation. Anyway, it's basically the southeast of the United States, and they go all the way from Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Kentucky, I think Tennessee, and down to probably Alabama. And we went to that show locally. Boink, that helps. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have this second motor. I got this second motor at a super bargain for $150. I haggled some, and the gentleman was nice enough to give it to me. And I went in, brushed it up, cleaned it up, did a little maintenance on it, and it's now going. Oh, koa. Let me see. Sorry for the sidetrack. Co, are you there? Everybody, well, I don't know about everybody else, but I hope everybody else is there. Co, are you there? Is the one and only Koa there? Awesome. So, little Koa, welcome in again. It was really nice to see that piece of stone that you guys made into a cuff for yourself. And we have been doing the Rock Hounding Sub Club, or the Rock Hounding Sub Pup Club, which Miss Frecklecat has been taking certain members and certain subscribers on our channel and making her rendition in felt of what people might look like if they were a puppy or a dog, so a rock hound. So Miss Frecklecat made this for you a few weeks back, and she looked at some of the colors you were wearing that your parents had sent the picture of you wearing the cuff with, and we got a little bit of an idea of what perhaps you may look like if you were one of our rock hounds. So are you ready? They're all for fun, but we tried to put a few colors together for you for this one. So, oh, you can see his nose. So this is Koa, who joins the gang in the caravan. Ta-da! Hi, Koa. So this is Koa to Koa. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cool? Very cool. He is adorable. Yep. Welcome to the club, little Koa. Although you're getting bigger already, and happy belated birthday to you. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you get a screenshot of it, and then we'll get a picture of it with all the rest of the rock hounds, and yeah, you join the company and the family. There you go. Isn't it cool? We've been saving this for you, Koa, but I'm so glad you could be in, and I hope you enjoyed your birthday, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's get on with what we're doing. I'm going to put him off to the side here so you can watch what I'm doing. There we go. All right. Petrified carrots. Yeah, and she took in what he was wearing and the colors of the cuff that you guys made from the turquoise colors and put it together. So, all right, which side do we go? Well, the only major difference is this dark little piece up here, which I imagine the eye in the middle would disappear, and then I got a blank patch there. I think I'm gonna go down this side, so this will be the top. That's where I'm gonna start. It might change. All right, here we go. Working on a Diamond Pacific Genie. Let me get the water going. And thank everybody that came in and joined the last live. What an amazing week I had last week. Make a little bit of noise. Oh yeah, Koa, Daddy Koa, congratulations on winning that white buffalo. So the white buffalo, this is a white buffalo cab. Natural, just very lightly backed on the bottom. You're gonna need to, I don't know if you're gonna have to stabilize that piece to slab it, or you have to take it really slow to slab that piece down, because it's big. Or, what I was thinking is maybe if you asked Brandy and Tim would actually slab it up for you. Maybe. That's just me coming up with ideas if you don't have a big saw. I've been working on the camper and doing some interior designing with it, so and then star, click star wherever you are. Hey Ray, how are you? Click star, she reached out to me and put together a little video of the rock hounding sub club. So I'm hoping she might put, she wanted my permission to put it up and upload it to YouTube, so I'm more than happy to let her do that. And her very kind words had me with a knot in my throat and Freckle Cat crying. I guess I'm going to try and keep it the way it is, actually. We're going to round off these corners a little. Let's try it. I don't want to do too much on this 80 grit because it'll chip it out. So, blend that around. If you guys didn't see, currently rock hounding, I haven't watched the whole video, but he has another piece that he's made for the for slabbing out on 10-inch saws, which should be extremely useful. Yeah, it was pretty cool, Stephen. Hopefully, if she puts it up, I'm hoping that, that it doesn't get flagged for copyright. Because she did have to download some of the material from one of my lives, so I don't know how that works. If not, maybe I can post it. Okay, I switched over to this one. It's not super hard material, but it is a little bit chippy on this. So if you can see the little chips going on the edge. So I don't want to continue with that. That's going to happen. Oh, it's pretty hot here today, by the way. This water actually feels really cool. I think driving by the school today, it's at 106. But I can't complain because my mother in England's been at 100. Alright, going around and start trying to bring down the 45. Shouldn't take too long. I just have to be careful of, because it's such a long stone, of not hitting the other wheels to the sides here. So I'm going to do this all by feel and sight. A little bit more. Dave's got a new sale coming up, which I hope they come to some agreement on some pricing so that their trip isn't a waste, Lynn and Dave. Okay. Looking pretty good. I need to bring this one down a little bit more. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Obviously you made it. Yeah, Stephen, we were a little worried about you. Sunday. We didn't know if you'd set fire to the shed or down in the basement with the fireworks. I'm going to join those two together. You kind of see the 45 there, 45 over there, and I'm going to try and join them across the bottom here. Yeah, not bad at all, right? But my poor mother, she's, I don't know how they do it over there, but they don't really have air conditioning units in their housing. It's not as bad in England as some of the other European countries. I have a friend who, that's all he does is import split air conditioning units to the United States. It's pretty smart, really. He did it probably 15 years ago he started, and yeah, it's got nothing but hotter, right? So, okay, now I'm going to go around, I'm going to do a quick bezel bottom check, I'm going to call it, and just blend that little bottom corner in. See, it's not straight right there. But I'm going to blend that in so that doesn't chip out. It's really that quick. See how quick that was. It's funny, when I first started, I was extremely apprehensive of just doing little straight lines on the wheel like that. And now I pretty much just go for it, so. Well, that's good. Did you decide which one's going to be an astronaut? Fireworks are great. So now I'm going to blend in the next angle, and this time, well, I'm going to do it the same way. I'm just going to go straight down. How did I do? Not bad. It's right there is where I went. Still got the 45, and then got, I'll probably do a little bit more. To the other side. Straight down. I'm not so worried about the tip, because if I do the tip right now, it'll go through that really quick. Just because it's thinner, say it's the same height, just thinner, and it goes through that material a lot quicker. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for being here. You can see Alice. Hi, Alice. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm running back here. Anyway, yep. There we go. So, did the two sides, and now I've got to do this top. Sorry, I was just going back in chat just to make sure I said hi to everybody. Yes, I did. You want me to say hi? You got to say hi in the chat. Although we welcome everybody here anyway. I'm going to do it one more time. So we got a double angle on this one. Boop. And that sort of goes around both sides there. And we're going to do one more, and I might even Sharpie this one. I had a quick panic attack. I have another commission, and it's pretty small, and I thought I'd misplaced it. And if I misplace it around here, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh yeah, alright, I think I'm going to Sharpie it. If I can find the Sharpie, there we go. Actually, we're going to pencil it. Let's pencil it. I'm just going to scribble across the top. And I'm going to go the other way. A little bit in the middle. I like to Sharpie it too, but this one is a little porous almost. That's why I said petrified wood. No, I just rubbed it all up. Alright, we're gonna... Oops. So, I put all that pencil on and then I wiped it right off, so we'll do this. No, doesn't want to work. Or it doesn't want to do it on camera. Let's do it off camera. There we go. I think it was just a little camera shy, that's all. Bingo. Let me let that dry for a second. Welcome in, everybody. If you're in the last live, thank you so much. I don't know where this is headed next, but I think Steve's got me at 250,000, so we've got a long way to go. But last live was definitely a stride towards it. And, oopsie. And I don't know if I need to change my content, keep it the same. I think we're keeping it the same. I think there's so many odd channels out there that I'm doing pretty well just being semi-normal. I mean, I got issues and stuff, but you know, it's getting close. 67 people in here. Move the water over. And we're just going to start pulling it out. So going from the middle. Last one, did it? Going from the middle and pulling it down. So that didn't... Sharper didn't last long. Ooh. Gotta be careful going that way into that metal. Right. So I'm gonna go corner, pull out, top tippy toe, pull out, and then we'll do the sides. Let's do this one. I gotta do this really light. And you can hear the difference in the sound on the wheel, going really light. So it's really thin down that end. Whew. It even started to blend over. Pointy. Yep. Hey, if I had half the people that viewed the last live hit the subscribe, then I'd be over 50,000 right now. That's insane. Hi everybody, welcome in. Oh, I appreciate that, Harold. David, welcome in. Yeah, the rock people are amazing, Ray. Man, you're not half bad yourself, Ray. Actually, you're one of the great ones. You know, going and helping with Don, doing a few sales of your own, putting up with Dave and crew. You got to be pretty special, and I mean special in a good way. And it is Toby's last night with it. I'm just looking at the stone, so yeah. Toby's had one of these cones on his head for the last 10 days. He's at day 9, and it comes off tomorrow. And he's quite the learner. He's learned how to drink water, sniff grass and trees and everything else. And all the other smells that he smells on a walk. He's lifting his head really well with the cone on, and then he has an extra protection from the cat because he has like a hood on his head. So when the cat goes to pop him in the face, he's got this hood on. So he's kind of doing some WWE stuff with the giant cat that we have. It's pretty funny. I think we're good. I think I'm actually good. So it's not a huge rounding, but I rounded off the corners. I've got a decent, which was better to see it. I've got a very light girdle, just enough. And let's see if we did okay. I'm saying that and I haven't double checked it, but that's pretty good. And that's good. So this is supposedly petrified, but it's not petrified like a proper petrified wood. I got a beautiful slab in from Don, actually, Ray. I don't know if you saw the petrified wood that they were selling the last time. It's the piece I got is gorgeous. I think that's about it. Let's get a picture of that one. If we go to the other three wheels, we'll take this one with us. He's going to be free. Freckle Cat said I could let him go. I don't know if I deserve it because it's her that's been getting up every night with him. And fortunately, she's not at work right now. I don't know what we would have done if we were both working. So, yes, we both work, so anything in that top right corner helps. Whether it's rubies or super chats or whatever. It all goes back to the machine and material. So this came from Mojave Dave. I don't think it came from you, Ray, right? Ray, did this come from you? I don't know if you're in the... I think it came from Mojave Dave, but it was the eggshell. Came with it. This one piece came with the eggshell number 8. So you can kind of see it pops out on this edge. Beautiful here. And I'm gonna shave down this bottom, try and make it flat, and then we're gonna take off the outside skin. See how well it's holding together to whether I need to back it or not. Number 8 is prone to not being too stable because of the brown matrix, and the lighter the matrix, the less stable it is. But this has been stabilized for sure. So, yeah, it's like a marshmallow cookie. I wish I had the other side to it. Alright, let's go around, almost like a big opal. We're going to go around the edge, see what we see, and then I'm going to flatten down the back. And I'm actually going to smell it. I might be wrong. It looks glistening on the outside, but I did not smell any epoxy. And it's not super hard. It's got that wet mineral smell to it. It's a good smell, almost like newly wet grass. So I see it there. We're going to bring that in. See how quick that is? If this was stabilized, I don't know if it would go that quick. Just bringing it in there. Not giving it a shape yet. Making noise. Sorry, somebody's making noise over there. So showing there. Let's get a top and one on the bottom. I better get a highlight. There you go. Let's flatten it out. So I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to try and orient it a little bit this way because of the up dip right there. Hi there, everybody. Welcome in. Working on a piece of number 8. Seeing if I need to just prep it and then back it. Careful now. Alright, I'm going to bring this in. I don't like doing it because it dips in a little bit, but I got to take it in. Beautiful color on this one. Beautiful. Look at that. I almost want to cut that piece off, but I think I'll screw it up. So let's just start taking the top off. See if I can hold it together. I really want to back it. Oh, there's some color in here too. Hey Jeremy, how are you? So I sent the giveaway to Austin, Jeremy, and then I sent you a piece from Don Sale in your package. So I hope it gets to you. It came on my invoice, so it should get to you. Alright, we're just gonna roll this top up. Yeah, it's really good, and we're about to find out if I screw it up. Should be fine. Should be fine. Use the natural curve of the seam. And then we'll decide on a shape later, I think. Okay, now I can smell it as stabilized. But it's almost like they only stabilize the outside of it, so I gotta be careful. Just see it popping through. Now that's pretty deep. Once I can pretty much see those little speckles all the way across the top, we'll move to the next wheel. I might even have to cut this into two, but we'll see. What a beautiful color that is, huh? Austin, hello. Yes, number 8. See? Come in here for a little while and you know more than I do. Actually, most people that come in here know more than I do. Hey, Soy. X-Pyra. Okay, well, join the club. Yeah, I don't even know if I know that, too. Alright. Really getting close now. I'm going to switch over. I'm glad I'm being patient with this, though. Alright, so we're starting to uncover. Look at that. Wow. I actually like I like the lines in it, but they're all going to disappear. So then I'm going to have to make a decision. I could keep a really large piece, or see how it sort of dips and dips. Kind of looks my bottom flat on one side and gorgeous on the other. But and if you get 2 pieces out of it, I wouldn't necessarily have. I've got to dip in the back too a little bit. Hey Mari, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. We say hi back to everybody that says hi. Take you out to slice it, I guess. I don't think I have anything else to slice then. Well, I could slice a piece of the red web. Cool. Thank you, Kurt, for coming in. I'm sure he'll be taking you on bike rides one day. I hope you have a really great rest of the week and a great weekend. And yeah, thanks for coming in. I like that tree look, but you could almost, well, Sorry, I'm thinking, which is really difficult for me sometimes. No. Oof. Goes there, I can bring that down. Go right across there to there. And that to that. So that would be the bottom. Hey, Zahir, here, welcome in. Thank you, thanks for coming in. Yes, it's pretty late for Zahir, so welcome Zahir in. You want to try outside? I don't know. So what I'm thinking about, there's two things. So on this side we got the cheeks, and I could come through here, that's not a problem. That's fine. But on the other side it actually double cheeks, and then there's only a little bit that I would cut off on this other side. So that would be mean cutting like that. The other reason I might want to cut it is I love this back. And I would leave that and come actually down from this side, maybe, down to that little piece. So do I go like that? Now the duck's going to get chopped. But then I don't like that shape, but I could round that around. Do something big like that. What if I did that? I think that's what we're doing. Leaving that going. Let's go. Oh, let me bring up. We'll cut a piece of red web at the same time. I am not prepped for this, so give me a second. Oop. Shouldn't take long, I think. Something like that. Everybody there? Let's bring that down. Let's cut stabilized number 8 on a tile saw. Don't do as I do. Here we go. We're not going to stay out here long. I'm not doing lots of cuts. I know everybody enjoys it. Plug her in. Thank you all for being here. If you are new, please subscribe. I go live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Sundays at 2 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Like. Right here. And we're in. All right. Let's give it a test. It's going to be loud. I plugged it in the wrong one. I had to, we had a little bit of thunderstorms this week, so I had to unplug everything. All right, here we go. Okay. So, gonna go across that. Is it what I want to do? Let me just go across. I'm just going to do a little stone down the bottom, actually. Here we go. Bunch of noise. Now I'm going to have to shape it up. It's actually what I wanted. Just a tiny little ring stone. I like the back, so maybe it's, I don't know what we're going to do with that. We'll see. Let's do, hi everybody, welcome in. Well, people like when I'm cutting. Let me do a couple of these pieces just for fun. Red web. This is red web kingman. And I'm gonna go like that. Should just be blue. If it's got any webbing in it at all, that'll be fantastic. Hi Vicky, welcome in. Oh, it does. And I know this looks so much like the California stuff. I mean, it really, really looks like the stuff from Don Dupuy and the Californian turquoise, the Boston turquoise, doesn't it? And I guess it's got this sort of brown or red in it, but the shade of blue, the color of that dark matrix, it really does. Let me see, let's do another one. Oh, I guess I should, excuse me. Boink. Keep that to the side. Let's do another one. Maybe it all is. Doesn't it? Maybe I'm wrong. I think that doesn't. It's a little bit bluer than the Barstow. Hey Chris, how are you? Loving people. You're welcome. Let's do another one. I might have to reach out on this one before I chop it all up. But I am not a turquoise expert, but I have seen enough at this point of the Barstow that this looks very, very similar. So let's do this piece. Okay. And we might actually go to the other store. I don't know how you guys got me out here again. It's only 104 right now. No, actually it's probably 98. Here we go. Another reveal. It's supposed to be Kingman Red Web. Might not be. I know. But I like cutting stuff as much as you guys like watching it. So here we go. Wow. Uh-oh, we got another face. We got Cyclops there. So the difference is this. I don't know if that's epoxy or quartz. And that's the difference between the Red Web Kingman and Basta and and its location. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's actually part of the sort of stabilization process in there. I'm not sure. Beautiful stuff though. Oopsie. Okay. 1, 2, that's good. Got the number right there. Should we? What do you think? We didn't do it last time. Two nuggets. Another something something. Another one on the end. Of course. Of course, Steven. I am at your command, sir. Might as well, right? But we're going to change. We're going to go to the other machine. I'm thinking, can I get through here? Try it. Why not? I'm gonna have to name my video. Why not? All right, let's gotta check a few things quick. Need a little bit more water in there. Give me 1 second, we'll get this done. So to water this one, I need a watering can. No, you can't see that, but I'm just filling up a watering can. It's got water and a little bit of soap in it. And then I'm gonna fill up the tray down below. I hope everybody's okay, because that's the med helicopter. So we don't get too much air traffic here, but we do get the medical helicopter flying out of, well, north of here. Bye, Zahir. Thank you for being in. Well, this one might wake you up a little bit, Zahir, but we're going to try this one. I'm going to try and do a lucky cut. Can I get 3 cuts through these 3? Let's get a picture with all my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I'm gonna give this a try. Ooh. All right, let's line this up. Going there, through there, something like that. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. It's going to take a little while. I'm hopefully going to get it straight. Do it this way. So as Star put it, we're gonna cut through the meat and potatoes. Here we go. It's gonna get loud. Oh, gotta push in the tray. There goes the tray. Right through the middle. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh my goodness, I have not seen it. Let's see. So I didn't tell you what it was. Anybody have a guess what it was? If you were here in the last live? Any guesses? That's a good guess, but it's not Carl. Veronica, again, thank you for those rubies up there. Thank you so much. Any other guesses? It could be poop. It would be a little difficult to get out, and you might want to call your doctor. It is an agate. Hey, Anna. You too, Nemo. It is an agate. I'm gonna call this Tobias. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, not bad. Not bad. I did actually get what I wanted. So it is the red hots. It's like 3 of them put together. Came out pretty good, actually. Pretty happy with it. Get a little water on there. Ah, that's better. So I did get through 3 of them. It's actually lovely. Let's get a little bit closer. There's 1. Oh, I'm tapping the screen. There's 1, 2, 3 up the top there. And the squidgens down the bottom. But still beautiful. All different. Pretty straight cut for a big piece for me on a tile saw. So you can kind of see where they're joined together. That's looks like Mick Jagger they got run over by a truck. Oh, thank you. Especially when I say things like that. Yeah, we got Mick Jagger run over by a truck. That could be Linda McCartney. I don't know. I'm awful. Okay. Pretty cool. So, very happy. All right, let's go inside and cut some rocks here. Oh, let me take a last. I scared everybody away with my comment. Wymo, welcome in. All right, let me grab those pieces of turquoise. Let's go finish what we were doing. It's all Steven's fault that we're out here. Let's go back inside. Boom. There. How we doing? We're good. Oops. Again. Let's keep going with the number 8. Yeah, just a joke. I'm going to work on this really quick. This was the back. It's going to stay the back, but I want to see the pattern that it has on here. And we're going to do that actually in the middle wheel, like this. I just want to see the pattern. Otherwise, this actually may end up being the top. So it could be a really nice little open back pendant. Oh, that's pretty cool too. It's got some iron in this matrix here. It's almost like boulder opal. Well, ironstone with opal in it. Oh shoot. Let's go to the other wheel. Let's do that. Sorry about the quick move. Let's get some extra water. Look at my watercolor today, isn't it gorgeous? Let's get some more so I stay safe. Isn't that gorgeous? Lovely. So, yes, gonna flatten this out. Much quicker on this wheel. Okay, that's my flat. If I see color, I might make this the top. And I don't have any color on it, so that's going to remain the bottom. And we're going to make this the top, because it's got a little bit of curvature naturally. Hope everybody's enjoying what they're seeing. And I'm going to come down around the edge, all the way around the outside, just to start a dome off. Take off that sharp corner. Round that up. This is getting pretty small pretty quick. Round off the bottom. A little bit of an angle. I actually kind of like the shape, and now I'm going to start taking it 45 really slightly on the edges. Like that. I get to play when I'm at home, and I'm serious when I'm at work. Yeah, I don't know if I drink this. Yeah, we're going on our way, Steve. So, Steve, I'll show you guys. Like, when I show you stuff about the channel, like number-wise, it's really not to brag. It's really to show you guys that I'm not doing anything special. And if you're just consistent in what you're doing with your channel and uploading, it should come to you eventually. We're almost at what I'm calling a year of dedication myself to the channel. I didn't have that goal. I didn't set out that way. But the numbers that have been coming in have kept me going. And then, I got invited to do the little boot camp, which I know other people got invited and didn't do it. Because they didn't think it sort of pertained to their channel. Which I was the only lapidurist on there. I don't even remember seeing any jewelers on there. I didn't see any jewelers. I didn't see any wire wrappers or any kind of artists like that. I just saw gamers, some ASMR people, a few fishermen, a few outdoors people. There were some other crafting stuff that were more like Cat's channel and Freckle Cat's channel and felting and that sort of crafting. Oh wow, this is turning out really nice. Let's move on because it's really nice. And yeah, I didn't think I'd necessarily fit in, but I think it helped me a little bit in knowing what to expect and what not to expect. And now I have a big giant sweatshirt coming to me. I got it super well. You got to choose between small, medium, large, and triple X. So not a large, but more like an extra large. And I figured I went for the triple X, and I can wear it during the winter as a dress. I'll be fashioning my YouTube dress, but I'm going to try and shrink it. And then it'll be a YouTube mini skirt for me. I better be careful, cat will end up holding me to it. This is really pretty. This is really pretty. I'm just going to round it a little bit on the back. Doesn't have to be flat. Look at this. All right, Stephen, you've been forgiven. I could, Austin. I might be on the wrong platform. I might need to be on an OF platform. Look at that. All is forgiven, Stephen, for missing the last live. Look at that. Even the colors change. Let me get a quick flash of maroon here. Let me do this. See, I do that, and I do this, and then I do. Come on, that. And then let's take a closer look. Look at that. Beautiful blue. That's gorgeous. Like polychrome in a number 8. I guess this is probably some staining that came from the sort of the iron matrix that's around. That's beautiful. I wish. So if you can ever find number 8 with this matrix in it, buy it. I think that's the only piece of number 8 that I've ever had come with some black matrix in it. And but having said that now, we still got that other big piece to do. So doing this piece, so where was this on the stone? Let's, where is the stone? There it is. So this was, I think, like that. So if it was like that, then the black would be right here. I don't see it though. Maybe under here. So when we take this off, look at that. That's pretty. And a little bit of that will blend together a little bit more as we go through the next three on there, the next 3 wheels. What did we do first? Oh, we did the carrots first. Alright, let's try this one. So, I'm going to do a quick pick on this one, then we're going to get into it. There you go. Come back a little. Yeah, that's a pretty stone. And actually, I got big fingers. I don't know what size that is. It's probably that's probably a size 13 or 14 right there. My index finger. I don't ever measure it. I've never measured my index finger ring size. Anyway, let's get on with this. So now I can flatten this out a little bit more. I gotta bring it in, and that sucks. So, how do we solve this? I have to solve this. So it goes in. So I'm going to blend that over. I have to say something really odd. I just felt somebody tap me on the shoulder, and there's nobody here. And it felt like family. Very odd. That was really odd. If I didn't recognize, wow, that's really odd. If I didn't recognize the tap, it would have freaked me out. So, I don't know. Maybe, Mark. It was really odd. It was enough to make me turn around. And there's nobody out here with me. And I have an apron on, but it's not. It's just a string that goes over my head and sits on my neck. Okay, that was really odd too. What the dickens? I swear that just broke. What the? You guys see me just jump? Sorry. It's a little freaky. Yeah, I haven't done that one before. Okay, the second one was a little freaky. I'm going to have to go back and look at the video. I thought I heard a snap of the stone, and you might have even seen me jump a little on the wheel. Okey-dokey. I have to make phone calls to everybody now. Sure everybody's okay. Alright, let's change the subject. Huh. Alright. I have another dilemma. I think I might be cutting it again. I could leave it. So I've seen other people do this shape. I'm not a big fan of it. So actually if I bring, it's almost like an apostrophe or a comma. And I bring this edge in just a little bit. He's there, but I don't know. I was going to do that. And turn that into an oval, and that into another little stone. I could bring it in, so I have to bring it in anyway because of that divot right there. But by bringing that in, I could reorient it a little bit, bring that down. Let's do that. I'm going to change the back a little. I heard you guys, and I'm going to do what you guys suggested with a little bit of my own addition. I'm just going to change the orientation of the back. I don't know if that snap was a warning not to press too hard. Sort of reoriented it a little bit. See how it's flat now? Now, still got a little bit to go. Now I have to bring that in to match this. I'm losing color, but I'm losing color on the bottom. Oh, now you tell me, Skip. Okay. This is not an easy, so I gotta blend it like this. So I'm using the shape of the wheel, the roundness of the wheel. Sorry you guys went over there, this whole thing. To bring it in. Now you see how it's almost, that bottom crevice is almost gone, that bug. Still got the same shape on the top. Gonna bring that around. Now I gotta 45 it. And 45ing the in curve is not the easiest thing to do. That's why I don't like doing it. So we're gonna try it. So that's because I don't like doing it, because one, it's difficult to do. It's good for me to practice stuff that I don't like to do. So there you go. Kind of got my 45 going there. It's a little less than a 45. And we go all the way around the outside like we normally do. Okay. Still got a duck head. Actually, we got two ducks. So we got that going on that side. Sort of blending down to that point. That point's going to have to get rounded out, I think. A little bit, because it's pretty low. So some of these I'm just doing for safety reasons and stability reasons. And we're going to move on to the next wheel. Hi everybody, welcome in. Yeah, we got 70 likes. That's pretty impressive. Thank you all. And this is We Do What Steve Wants night. Now, Steve's been a long time subscriber. And I see him in a lot of the other chats as well. Working on the flatness of the back. Not quite as round as I would like it. I'm not even going to go on this metal anymore. It's just going to put extra facets in. So we're going to go to the 280 grit and we'll work it down. It's turquoise, it's not too hard. I actually have wet feet right now, which totally isn't a good idea. Hopefully all the water's staying in the... I have a truck bed liner on the floor, on the carpet, and it stops the carpet from getting wet, but it also catches my stones, keeps everything contained underneath my seat and my table here. And then all the electricity is a fair distance away. I don't get zapped live. Okay. So I gotta bring this down and this down because I want to see more of this. I'm gonna try and keep a little bit of this iron sort of. Wow, that tree's pretty cool. I'm calling it an iron tree, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna gently work on this. I'm gonna go quiet for a minute here. I remember we had that little spot of black on that other piece, but I don't see it showing up on. I bet everybody else forgot about it. I didn't forget about the little black matrix, but I don't see it popping up. Like a crab claw. So, pincers. Down on the ocean bottom. So I was watching Dave the other day. I think maybe it was in his sail. I think it was his sail. And I've heard him say it before. He backs everything. And I don't back everything, and I started thinking, why don't I back everything? And for me, it was about having it look more natural, but 95% of the turquoise out there is stabilized anyway, and if you're not going to see the back, there's no reason not to back everything. So it was just me and my little artistic brain of mine, because it's pretty little, my autistic brain. I don't say autistic, although that could be a possibility too. I keep going. A little bit more. What do we think? So this part, the dark part's going to stay. You can see this stays. Even the lighter part stays a little bit. I think it probably comes out up on the dome. And I wonder if I can get that claw to lighten up on the outside of it and keep the claw in the middle. But yeah, why am I being stubborn about backing stuff? There's a reason people back it. It's the longevity of the stone. It doesn't enhance the stone at all. So I think I need to change my thought process on that. And some of it's we cut from rough, and I'm live, and I like to show you guys everything. And so part of it's that. Oh, the claw's gone. Okay, I've got like it's like the Michelangelo with God sand, demand sand. That's right. Hi there, thank you for saying hi. That might be it too, Steve, was where we started at. That might well be it. Monkey shape, it's not as bad as I thought. And I'm gonna leave it like that, but I'm pretty happy with that. Get that in a pendant, and get that in a nice little ring. I think some of the staining will come off as we go through the next 3 wheels, and it'll look good. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh shoot, I almost lost it. Let's do a greenie. We need to do a greenie. How are we doing on time? We're good. We are great on time. So, go over here. Oh no, we got, what am I thinking? We don't need to do green. We're going to do, which piece are we going to do? We're going to do the red web kingman that we broke open. This one. Around the edge should be pretty easy. I'm trying to screw it up somehow, but it should be easy. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I know we've all had long weekends and then back to work, and some haven't finished the week yet. That ready to leave work today, and then they sent me an email that I have to do a vehicle justification. So we can keep one of the vehicles that we utilize. I guess I haven't been driving around doing nothing with it. Put a recovery ring in it. It's almost got 3 sides. Hey Matt, how are you? I'd hurry this Waka Ama. Alright. Hard to pronounce. Pretty cool name. Pretty good on the girdle, and we're going to roll this top over. Or down. Take it down. Bring this edge in a little bit more on this side. Not quite high enough. A little better. The Freckle Cat is watching the chat, but there you go, Pauline. I think she's watching a movie with my father-in-law. Oopsie. There we go. There we go. Start seeing what I need to see on this top face. I might have to change it around. But you hear me say that fairly often. And normally I would probably change it around, but I like the little white speckles that come from the outside skin. That's pretty cool. A little bit more of a dome. I did get paid for my little 2 commissions I did this week, which was great. I had to do a cabochon out of a piece of lace agate, which I was almost done with, and then it cleaved off one end of the oval. And so I just had to make a smaller oval, and they were okay with it, so I was happy about that. And then he gave me another one, which I can show you guys. It's like the smallest piece of coral I have to cut. So it's definitely going to be a toothpicker. Some of you guys know, and ladies out there, know what I mean by a toothpicker. On a dopstick, so it's really that small. And it's on a turquoise ring with 3, I think it's 3 little pieces of coral, and one other piece of the coral fell out. Maybe it's 4. Alright, move on to this last wheel. I know. Hey, it's how we all start, Steve. I started with opal on a toothpick. I did whatever I could. But this one, because I have to get it to a certain size, I may actually make the dopstick itself the size or the diameter of, or the circumference of the stone that I want to cut, so that it's almost like a pre-stencil on the end of my stick. I've never had somebody stencil my stick. Maybe I have. You got to do them before your eyes go, or you end up having to put a jeweler's magnifying glass on, Steve. Alright, I'm actually really happy with this. Look at this. See? Pretty stone. Lovely stuff. Kingman red web. It's actually got green in it. Inga, welcome in. I think that's 4. How are we doing? I don't know if we try a piece of the grind down that Larimar a little bit more, maybe. Gets noisy though. So that's tonight so far. Petrified carrots. They said petrified mud, but it was petrified mud with bamboo in it, supposedly. And we got 2 pieces of number 8 that came out of the same stone, and that gorgeous piece of kingman. Oh, green. We need to do a green. We can do this Larimar for a millisecond. I don't want to scare everybody off. It is very loud. And if this dark or translucent area doesn't start to come off soon, I'm just going to flip it, and we're going to do that. Yeah, it is. I kind of wish I bought more. They didn't have much. Let's see what happens. This is noisy, so please be prepared. It's a screamer. I think I'm almost done. I think I gotta flip it. As much as I want to get through that, I think I'm gonna flip it. It's a lot to flip. We're flipping it. Quitting on that side though. Who's chipping? Dang it. So I'm on the 80 grit, which is a little scary. Larimar loves to splinter out in these sprays, so where the sprays are, it loves to chip out that way. So, but if I go on the next wheel, it takes forever. I'm going to go softly around. This one's going to take us a while, so I'm going to do a little bit each time, and I can feel it wanting to chip down this edge. So we're going to move over, I'm going to bring it down some, and then we'll leave it, and we'll do some more another time. And we'll just keep working on it until it's done. So after this piece, we're going to do a little bit of green. You can hear the difference in the wheels and how harsh it was before compared to now. And actually it's coming off fairly quick. I'm just going to go around the outside and get a little bit of a dome. Not going to be much at all. It's a beautiful shape. It's looking good. So it's going to be pretty flat. A little saw mark in the middle here for shoot-a-doody. Shoot-a-doody. Yeah. So I can get more of this material. I don't know how much she's going to charge me. She's had it a while, so I'm hoping to get a decent price. But at the same time, it's not my favorite thing to cut. It really isn't. So I might buy a little bit and see if any of you guys would like to give it a try. I think I'm pretty good at choosing the quality pieces at this point that come from the rough. Alright, I'm going to sit on this for a second. I got that saw mark and it does not want to come out. I'm going to go back one, which is scary. So it's not like I didn't say it. Let's get really. Alright. So, beautiful piece of Larimar. Oink. And let's see if we can figure out where the fracture is. Yep. This is why I do it for you guys. I do it for you. But that was a straight wiggle. Straight down that line right there. So it happens. It did happen, and I'm gonna go straight into it, and I'll still get a piece out of it somewhere. But we will change the whole thing. Let's clean that up. See how chippy it is. And that wasn't me pressing on well, maybe it was me pressing on that saw line. That's possible. I don't think it was, though. So this is where most people would put this in a bag, throw it to the side, and then somebody like myself would, I don't know in this case, though. But I appreciate the positive. So sorry, I don't know if you saw my email, but you're quite welcome to put that little upload that you did. It was very kind of you to write that email, and it was very kind to take the time to even put that video together. The only thing I'm worried about is whether YouTube will flag it. I don't know if they will. And that's chippy. So all the things that I talked about that I love about Larimar just happened. And this didn't cost me very much, so I'm not worried about the cost. So if anybody learned something from it, I'm super happy about that. And if you didn't hear me talk about the goods and the bads of Larimar today, if you go back to, I think the last live we did, 101, I think it's in there. So all I'm doing right now is smoothing out that side, so when I come back out here another time, it hasn't turned me off too much that I don't want to mess with it. So still got little chips in the side, but looking better. And I'll have to rethink the shape. And what do I want to get out of that? And then this piece, I don't know if we do that to the yard. I don't know what we do with that. Like the impossible, I could do the impossible and do a marquee cut on a chipped piece of Larimar. I'm not going to do that. That's true, it is. But you kind of made yourself up with the cutting of the turquoise. You didn't tell me to do the Larimar. So, alright, let's do a piece of green. Let's see, I want to see the color real quick. Got some color. I don't like the way. So this came from Sam. You can see where they dug away. So Sam makes block. So to put this in block, he has to take all the outside skin and matrix away, and then he mixes it with all his other pieces, and then uses an acrylic to put it into a block. He makes a beautiful, beautiful block. That is Sam from Specialty Cabs and Block. And I see a good piece. Look in the bag. So what are we doing here? Mixed Mexican and American. Super thin. Let's do a little dark piece. That piece. Well, those two pieces jumped. Let's see if we can make something. Where'd they go? Great green, super dark. Where's Logan? We need green. Yeah, Logan, if you ever need green, contact Sam. He will absolutely sell you some. And at a fabulous price, too. I think it's in the top. Let's go around this. So this material, I'm not worried about losing too much of it. It didn't cost very much. Ooh, but does it smell? So I need a quick mask on. There you go. So if you smell it, mask it. But yeah, I don't, Logan, I assume you know Sam, or you know, you can always ask Dave for Sam's number. So these are just pieces that came with all his other turquoise, and then for whatever reason they don't quite fit into the coloration he's looking for, or they're just a bit misshaped. So they don't mix in with the pattern that he's looking for. Now if that Larimar had been like opal, we probably would have closed it down. Alright, so I gotta bring it in, orient it to there. It's gonna get thinner. Go England for tomorrow, Star. Are you going to stay up for the game tomorrow? Yep. That should be the rule for a lot of things. Yeah. I'm going to bring this side in a little bit because it's got this little dinker in there. Not bad. And then go around. And I'm going to start taking the top down. Basic shape, take the top down. There you go. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up today. Thank you for being here tonight. If you were here on that last live, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in a minute. So with the last live, I ran out of battery on the phone. Otherwise we might have made 100,000. But what was really neat was because my battery ran out, I had to charge up my phone to see what the numbers were for the live. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, go ahead subscribe. I go live on Thursdays at 6 and Sundays at 2. And we are growing quick. But yeah, I had to wait like 20 minutes before I could see the numbers. And to be honest, I was a little bit pissed off. Not really. I was so happy at the same time that I had a chance of going to 100,000 run alive. Which is just absolutely insane. Got the basics going here. I have those countries too, Steve, don't worry. Like I wanted Morocco to win today. And then I have my friends texting me while we're on the live here, and one of them saying like it's odd we haven't heard about Switzerland in the last 2 days, and we haven't, so watch out for Switzerland. They may be the quiet giants. in Belgium too. So the 6 that are remaining in the quarterfinals, to have Belgium, Switzerland, England, and Norway in it is pretty amazing. Yeah, we're looking good. Looking really good. All right. I think so, Steven. Or maybe you know what I was gonna say. Yeah, I put a post up of a "Don't Tell Steven Live." Not true. Look at that. Let's get that. Do a little bit of the wiggle waggle. You can always tell when my friends have been started drinking a little bit because they get more vocal in their texts. All right. And I am now way in the bottom of the pool for the food I chose today. Anyway, enough about football. I'm not a football channel. So blending and rolling at the same time. Just to make my girdle even, get a little bit of a dome on it. I'm trying to get out there's a tiny little bug on the top, which may end up staying just for character. It is. It's a pretty stone. Look at that. That's nice. That's good. Point. There we go. See how we're doing on pretty cool little stone. Little bug. I gotta clean that up right there because that's not clean enough. Do a quick roll around that edge. Means I have to roll all the other edges around the whole stone. A little bit cleaner, but it's not quite there, but it should come out in the next 3 wheels. In fact, that matrix goes from where you can see it there all the way through that sort of healed fracture. I'm almost Almost want to take it off. Alright, we got 11 to go. Alright, let's do this one. Was it this one? Or was there another one? I think we're doing this one. A little bit lighter. Another greenie. Excuse me. Let's bring you out a little bit. Same bag, different stuff. Got to bring in the edge here, a little bit there. Oh, we're going to do the lapis if I can find it. Ah, I wonder what I did with it. We'll see. Maybe we'll save the lapis. Getting on today. Like I said, just take off those edges. Flatten this one. Looking good. I don't know who is going to be the next Freckle Cat Rock Hounding Sub Club member. I've tried, but I cannot read that lady's mind. I'm just going to roll over. That's a little funky. A little funky. I'm going to start bringing the top down so I can even it up all the way around. Still got my mask on. You can smell it, mask it. Move over to blend it in. There we go, we're at 90. 10 more to go. Now you'll get rid of me. 10 more to go. You can be scrolling, doom scrolling, and I won't come up in your feed anymore. But no, welcome in everybody. Thank you. I'm just going to blend in those sharp corners on the girdle or the edge. So you can call it the bezel edge or the girdle edge. Most stones, whether they're faceted or not, usually have a girdle of some kind so that you can set it. A little bit of the wiggle waggle just sort of gives it a bit of a smoother dome instead of those sharp edges. Look at that, turning out good. Different shape. Do I bring it in? No. I want to see a kite, but I don't want to do a kite. So I'm not going to do it. Just going to round the corners a little bit more. Thanks, Sue. Yeah, this is a nice green too. Almost got some yellows in it almost. Yeah, go in a little bit. Just a little. I think we've got to wipe your face, everybody. Close your eyes. That's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Roll on. Blend the edge down a little. Blend the edge down a little. Oh, I do have a request. So my request would be, and there's only some regular subscribers in here and a couple of lurkers, but if you have a different search platform other than the GOLLGLE, would you try searching my name in it? There's RocksAlot in it, so Sir and then the space and then RocksAlot. So if you're on Bing, search the channel name that way and see if you can watch it in the Bing without going straight to YouTube. I don't know if it helps. Trying to figure out if that helps. If it helps, then it'll be one more thing that we can share with everybody to help their channels. But I just thought about it this afternoon and wondered if that would help. So actually I looked up Star today. So I went to my other platform, not at work of course, but I went to one of the other platforms, look up Star Winters. It didn't come up immediately. What did I do to find it? Oh, I went onto YouTube, found one of her titles of her shorts, and then put that in with Star Winters, and then it came up. I don't know if that really helps or not, but it's worth us finding out, right? I have noticed a couple of people that I watch on YouTube that now have, well over 50,000 subscribers, have been invited onto Bing or Microsoft. I'm not asking for that, but I'm wondering if it helps with channel searches when you're actually in YouTube. So, I don't know. Just an idea. I'm already happy that you guys are here in the first place, so. Eventually, I'm hoping that, nope, never it works, dude. That's actually a pretty little piece. I got 7 likes to go. Hit that 100, you'll get rid of me. No, I appreciate them all, each one of you. Look at that. That's a little different. So these, I'm probably going to end up, these freeform ones that have maybe a different look to them, I'm planning on putting them together in a single piece, or, maybe 4 or 5 of them into a single piece. Because they're all different shapes, but then they have little things about them that blend them together. These two are a little more contrasting of each other, but even if you start putting them, yeah. So, just an idea. Yep, little you. You're not so little. I mean, in a good way. You know what I mean, stuff. I'm not so little. Like I said, I had to get my my triple X. So, let's do one more. What are we going to get? Oh, there's one down there. Let's do this one. Ooh. I don't even know where this one came from. Where did these come from? Alright, we're going to do a super glue. Let's do some super glue. Yeah, I know I stopped, see. right? So, but you know what I meant. So, super glue, old glue. For some reason, these have turned out really good. I've seen you at the shows this week too, Star. Like this, look at this. So this must have been right in the bottom of the bin or whatever I had it in. Look at that. Perfect round edging. That's not me. That looks like that was sitting in somebody's stabilization bucket. I wonder if I can even crack some of that off. Hold up a second. No, we're just going to do it. I'm going to cut some of it off to the edge here. Mascot. It comes off pretty quick. But it will get slightly stuck into my wheel, so I will have to use a brick or an agate to clean the wheel off. I'm going to take it all off. Oh, let's do a quick picture on this one because you guys might not believe what comes out of this. We're starting to dig into it. Oh, that's strong. Strong. Star, you weren't here when I got tapped on the back. Somebody came to visit in this live. We're not quite sure who. Or I'm not. '94, we're coming along. Yeah. Yep, somebody tapped me on the back, Star, and then I thought one of the stones had snapped and I got like a little electric shock. But neither one of those happened. I gotta go back in and look what it was that made me jolt. Doesn't happen often, but it happens occasionally. Come on, it won't break off. Getting into the blue there. Wish this would just snap off. Yeah. This one's gonna make me high as a kite. Woo. I know we might not see Star too much in the chat. She's got some family things going on. Good things. Celebratory things coming up. Uh-oh. Alright. I felt the crack, but it's okay. Just stuff. I think there's one piece in here. I hope. I'm hoping there's one piece in here. Be a lot of glue to go through just for nothing. If you want to practice, go to Harbor Freight, get some epoxy, put it in a little pile, wait overnight, come back to it, and then cut it. That's a go. Come on. Man, there's some color in here, but I just don't know if they all joins to the same stone. Hey, that wasn't it. That's not it. That's just me going through the stone, which is normal. Oh, I hope I get something out of this. The color's there. It's getting smaller really quick. Okay. Whew. That was some work. I almost feel like we got two pieces stuck together. Possibly. I think that's what's going on here. If it's not Friday for you, it is tomorrow, so you'll get through the day tomorrow. Come back and visit on Sunday. I'll be live again on Sunday. We've actually done a pretty good cut today. Let's get this back finished off. Alright, I think I'm almost through. I gotta be careful I don't break it. Yeah, I probably should have left it alone. Or cut it on the saw before. But for some reason, Stephen, I've had good luck with these glue pieces. I don't know why. I've had a lot of good pieces, not a lot. I've had like 5 or 6 glue pieces come out really, really well. Alright, if you haven't thumbed up, I'd appreciate it if you would. Get me to 100. I mean, it's worth it if I get to 10 actually, so I'm good. So 5 more would be great. I'm hoping tomorrow, I don't know if it'll happen. Remind me to show you guys some of the analytics. Okay, now looking good. Alright, here we go. Alright. This is where we should have started. Still got a little glue right there. Getting through the glue there. Oh geez, look at that. No, still got glue all there. But it would be backed anyway, so let's see what we can do. Okay. Through all that glue and epoxy, I saw something. And now, So even if I leave this layer on the bottom right here, it'll get covered up. That won't. So that's got to go. That little filler right there. Come on. It's almost like an opal where you want the potch to come out. Come on. There you go. At least it's low enough that it'll get covered up. Almost low enough. That's got to go in there. It's getting smaller. Sorry if you felt like you wasted your time, or I did. We're going to get through it here. There we go. Woo! Man. That took some doing. Here we go. It looks different. Stars. It got small. I can't say what I want to say. I'm getting in trouble. Some water over here. I'm just rounding off that top edge. I'm going to show you until I go through the next wheel, I don't think. And we'll look at it as a reveal on the end. There's some work though, huh? Oopsie. Things we do to get a nice stone. But waste not, want not, right? Uh-oh. It's a long way though, Star. I mean, my relatives make it over here every now and then, but I think they have a hard time getting across the Atlantic. I keep trying to tell them that all they have to do is go straight up, wait there for half a day, and then come down, and they'll be right here. So they keep struggling across the winds and everything coming across the Atlantic. So, you know, family doesn't listen. Yep, to pull out. Oh goodness, I gave you a peek. I shouldn't have let you peek. Let you guys peek. Alright, looking good. I can't go too low. Otherwise I get into that blue on the other side. I have something going on right here. One piece of string started to come out, and so now it's hitting my finger. Yeah, every time it comes around, I gotta burn that off or something. Alright. Doing this one a little bit differently than I normally do. Just not get peeked at. Also good practice. Alright, well thank you for sticking around, because that one was long for this little piece. But let's see what you think. Yep, okay. Ready? Okay. I think that's worth it. Just round that a little bit more right there. Yeah, I didn't need to leave that on the table. That's actually pretty nice. No need to leave that behind. And there we go. Not going to make it to 100, but that's okay. 1, 2, no, that's not one. So, good stuff. So we did pretty good. Got that one, that one, that one. What else did we do? Where's the... I lost the carrots. Alright, oh, it's in my hand. That's how you know I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm looking for this one when it's in my hand. Let's turn that off. So, let me show those real quick. Where's the little green one here? Little green ones around here somewhere too. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty happy. Unfortunately, that one broke. We'll redo that one. And let me show you a couple crazy numbers real quick. 96. 4 more. Actually, save it for the next one. So, and that was the other one. Let me see if I can green screen for a second. Because if I don't show you, you won't believe me. This isn't to brag. It really is just to show you guys, like, how crazy it was last week. I think. So that's 7 days in Watch House. So July 4th, although it was it 4th? No, it was the 5th. So July 5th, the day after, the day after the English got turned away, they did pretty good. So that was a week of views. And that was for a month. Insane. Really insane. That is 90 days, 3 months. And that's in a week. That's never, ever, ever, ever happened. I don't think it's ever going to happen again. But I want to thank all of you because of that. I couldn't believe it. And that's where I was sitting before the live today. And not making any money, but having a really good time and hanging out with you guys. Maybe tonight we'll hit that 300,000 for the 28 days, which would just be, it's insane to me. It really is. I don't know another word to use. Flabbergasting? I don't know why that happened. I didn't change anything. I didn't do anything. I don't know. I really don't know. And we're coming up to what I'm considering a year. So about 2 weeks into August. So about, what do we got? About a month to go. And then we'll look at the numbers again. And we'll see the whole year. And then I will try and figure out some of the different reasons or things that I've done consistently that I haven't changed over the year, so that maybe we can figure out how we can help everybody else, because I know there's channels on here that I think do a far better job than I do, and I'd like to see them do really well, and I know they put in a lot of work, because it's not. This isn't work for me yet. If it becomes work, then I need to be getting money out of it, which I'm not really that concerned about right now, because this isn't my job. This is my hobby, and so it's fun. So these came out of the same bag. This is the eggshell white number 8, and that's an amazing little piece too. So we will finish those off on Sunday. I will have some new materials on Sunday. Don't know what we're going to do. Anybody have any requests as far as types of stone? Which basically range between block, blue turquoise, green turquoise, and petrified woods, agates, Larimar, maybe opal. Maybe we should do a piece of, maybe we should try a couple of pieces of boulder opal that I've got and see if actually I just got one in from Don Dupuy, so maybe we'll get the one in from Don Dupuy and see if I can get something out of it. It's got a really, really thin vein on it. Yeah, so we'll try and match it up a little bit on Sunday, Stephen. Jade, I don't know where it is, so that's a good thing for me to go look for, Logan. It would be a really thin piece. In fact, the gentleman that I got this machine from originally, not only did he have opal, but he used to do chrysoprase and jade and opal. Those were his things. He didn't do turquoise, he didn't do agates, petrified woods, jaspers, or anything else. He literally just did jades, beautiful apple green chrysoprase, and opal. Pretty good combination. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much. If you haven't thumbs up, if you would thumbs up on the way out, that would be fantastic. Should get me to that 100. Cuckoo to you, Logan. Stephen, thank you, Star. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you so much for those rubies up there. Very kind of you. And Age, thanks for coming in. Everybody that came in, thank you so much. I love you guys. You have no idea how much. And you guys keep me going. And maybe we'll keep these numbers going. It's really quite fabulous. So we will see you in somebody else's chat. In fact, I think if you go over to Robert over at Global Prospecting, say hi, say RocksAlot sent you over, and tell him you love him from me. And I'll probably be in there too. I just need to get out of these damp clothes and get close to dinner, and then I'll be on live as well, watching the live. So yeah, go over to Robert, Global Prospecting. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you Sunday. I'll be on at 2 o'clock. All right. Love you guys. Cheers. Stephen, thank you for making it. Bye now. Thanks, Star. Have fun with the events that you're going to. And try and put that video up if you can. And if not, I love you for the email that you sent us. Very kind. Cheers now. Go England.